There is a certain type of man that women can never forget. This man is not necessarily the richest or the most handsome. He is not even necessarily the sweetest. What makes him special is that he is a man women can't control. Most men either give in to please or overestimate their ability to impress, but this man does neither of those things. Women are afraid not of anger, but of emotional independence. He feels deeply, but he is not controlled by his emotions. He understands his feelings and never lets others use them against him. He doesn't react in anger. He doesn't chase after. He doesn't demand peace. He simply sees the game and plays it better than others. When a woman realizes she can't manipulate or emotionally corner this man, she sees his strength instead of cruelty. This is what makes him so attractive. In this video, we will teach you how to become this type of man. The man who can't be bent, the man who is unpredictable, and the man women never forget. Let's take a look at 6 rare traits of emotionally intelligent men and how to embody each one with precision. First, you recognize emotional games and don't play them. When she pulls away and becomes cold and starts checking, most men either panic, beg, or shut down. But you pause, observe, and don't react out of fear, because you understand that silence isn't always withdrawal. It's a strategy. While others rush to explain themselves, you remain calm. While they defend themselves, you stay grounded. As Machiavelli said, someone who controls themselves is harder to conquer than a city. She might try to provoke you, but you don't flinch, which makes her nervous because it means you can't be lured or touched. It's not detachment, it's self-domination. Second, you're not seeking confirmation because you've already made your choice. On a date, she might throw challenges at you, an injection of your ambitions, past, or appearance. Most men would laugh nervously and want to please her. You pause, you smile, you make an interesting comment, and then you move on without any defense or explanation. Why? Because your approval is not dependent on her approval. You have already approved of yourself, and this self-confidence is attractive. As Machiavelli said, those who seek to please others will always serve them. But you don't serve for approval, you serve for the truth. You don't need to explain yourself, play games, or be flattered. You're simply down to earth, firm, and unflappable. This presence shocks everything that's fake. Third, you read her, but don't try to control her. She becomes sulky and distant. If you ask her what's wrong, she gives short answers. The average man would pull away or escalate the situation. You nod, leave the room, and return when the storm is past. Calm, direct, and present. This patience disarms her because she realizes that emotional chaos can't control you. You don't react, accuse, or take the bait. You move like a chess player instead of a defender. You bring clarity where others bring confusion, and that's rare. Fourth, you resolve conflicts without raising your voice. Tension is growing, voices are getting louder, accusations are flying, but not from you. You speak slowly and listen completely. Instead of throwing accusations, you ask questions. You set the tone, and it terrifies those addicted to dysfunction because they can't shake you. As Machiavelli said, a sovereign should know when not to be good, and you know when to be gentle and when to leave. Silence is stronger than shouting, and you don't bring drama, you bring peace. Anyone who can't meet you on that level disqualifies themselves. Fifth, you're not afraid of your emotions, you control them. You're strong, maybe even fiery, and she tests you and pushes you. Most people either crash or try to match your energy. You stay where you are, making eye contact, listening without cringing, affirming without bending. And then it starts to change, because your calmness becomes infectious. You're not fighting for control. You lead with presence. And this gives her what she secretly desires. A safe space for surrender, not domination or submission, but strength with warmth. A presence that she can't fake, can't control, but deeply appreciates. Sixth, you can leave without drama, without regret. This is the highest level of emotional intelligence, the ability to let go without anger or pleas. When a relationship has run its course, most people break up. But you accept it, you mourn, you move on. No slamming doors, no dramatic exits, no social media showdowns. Just clarity, because